Dr. Kurt Richter was a research scientist with the Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore during the 1950s, where he conducted a series of controversial but well-documented experiments. He took some rats and put them in buckets of water and measured how long they lasted before they drowned. I know it sounds terrible. However, this experiment had some fascinating results. You see, rats are notoriously good swimmers, but they lasted on average only 15 minutes swimming around and around in the buckets before they gave up and succumbed to their watery graves. It was as though the rats realized there was no way out, and so they just gave up. So Richter and his team made a few tweaks to the experiment. Instead of letting the rats drown at the 15-minute mark or whenever they reached the point of despair, the scientists took them out of the water, dried them off, held them a little while, and then they would put them back in the water again. This time, the results were remarkably different though. Previously, the rats gave up seemingly exhausted after only 15 minutes, and one would almost expect after such a short break that they would maybe only last 10 minutes this time. Yet, they didn't. The rats who were put back into the same buckets of water swam around on average for 60 hours this time. That is 2.5 days, 240 times longer than the rats with no intervention. Richter's conclusion was that in that brief break, where rats were rescued and held for a while, they realized that the situation wasn't as hopeless as they thought. It was as though they now had a reason to keep swimming. It was hope that kept them alive for so long the second time. Friends, just like drowning rats, we need a reason to keep swimming. It is hope that will keep us alive when things get really tough. And therefore, may I encourage you to not give up hope. Don't stop swimming. Keep the hope that you may indeed be rescued from the bucket of water you are in. And if you are the scientist, maybe reach out a helping hand to a drowning rat and hold them for a little while. It may just help them to keep on swimming.